football? I mean, it's a big deal.
Right? It's such a part of the culture of our state. I'm not saying this. I tell people, I said, my main job is writing the columns, but I probably get more comments on that show, and I'm talking year-round, than anything else I do. I mean, we're on more than 50 stations, so we're in every corner of rural Arkansas that you can imagine. And I'll go somewhere and speak, even during the off season, so to speak, in the winter and the spring. People say, I recognize your voice. And then we say, yeah, you're that guy we listen to every Friday night to see all the scores as people drive back from out-of-town games. Dean, you'll find this interesting with all your years in athletics. I think my biggest fans are actually officials. They're coming back from officiating games, and they say, you keep us awake till 12 o'clock when we're trying to get home. Yeah.
So you're saving lives, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Keeping those officials awake when they come home, too.
One of the things Rex does, too, is at the Little Rock Touchdown Club every week they have national speakers. I mean, anybody that's been great in college football has spoken there. And he does a college wrap-up, and he covers the small college, Lyon, Hendricks, the old AIC, the Gulf South now with Henderson, Ouachita, UAM, SAU, UCA, ASU, and the Razorbacks and the SEC. And so many times these speakers come in from across the country and say, who is that guy? He's so enthusiastic. He's so much knowledge. I mean, he's hard to keep up with all the information he puts out, but he has a tremendous love for Arkansas and for football. So
well, I have to tell you, I had a great thrill earlier this year, and you'll appreciate this as a broadcaster, is that we had Vern Lundquist in to speak, and he lives out in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. So one of our sponsors flew him in on the corporate jet, and they said, would you keep Vern company back to Colorado? Because the plane's turning around and coming back to Little Rock anyway. And I said, I'd love to. So I got to visit with Vern Lundquist about his broadcasting career. But the neatest thing to me is the stories weren't that good, but Vern was being nice. I'd tell a little story every once in a while, and Vern would do this, oh, wow, which is like one of his own air trademarks, if you listen to big plays. And it was like, am I hearing this on TV, or is he actually, the guy actually saying this? Because it's the exact same voice in person as it was on television all those years. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, we did give a tour yesterday, and we kind of gave Rex the wow effect, too, showing him all that the mayor's done. So
yeah,
here in town. So, Mayor,
very, very impressed, Mayor.
Well, we're just glad to have Rex here in town, and I've just always been blessed to have good council members and staff to keep me in line. And I think my philosophy is just hire good people and get out of their way has worked well the last 30 years. But Rex did a great job last night, and anybody that missed that, they really missed a good talk. And we're just glad to have him in Berryville, and it's. We don't have dignitaries like him come through here very often.
No, not at all.
Being close to Washington and Benton County, they cast such a shadow.
I understand.
We kind of stay hidden over here, but Rex, we appreciate you.
Oh, I love Carroll County. Love.
You'll come back anytime, and know you're always welcome in Berryville.
Love being here, and I'm not. I've got to go do my research now because the mayor may just be being humble because he told me he didn't know for sure, but I'm not aware of a mayor that has served longer than 31 years in Arkansas. Yeah. So you may have the longest serving mayor in the state of Arkansas right here.
I think I may have just messed it up. Nobody else wants to run and try to straighten it out.
Well, I think you just need to add check burgers to your campaign when you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, provide those at all
check
campaign events
for every vote.
Yeah,
check burger in every kitchen.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, we've got about a minute before our radio show starts here, pretty quick. But I tell you what, I think we could go on all morning, right? But
Dean, with Dean here, and Rex, there's no doubt we can go on.
Oh, this is fun.
We want to hear the real stories, right?
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
It's great to have all y'all in here today, and it's what a great time to have in Berryville, Arkansas. Right?
Yeah, it is, and truly blessed. This is a thrill for me to have you here, Rex. And when I went to Henderson, Rex was 3 years younger. I think he was a sophomore, and of course, I played for the basketball team. And we would listen to the radio, and it's like, who is that on the radio. I said, oh, it's some kid up here at Arkadelphia High School. And it's like, what? But he was so articulate, so intelligent, and he knew what he was talking about in sports. And I think a lot of that comes natural because his family was owners of the Southwest Sporting Goods. So he hung around the sporting good, all those coaches with Sporty, Buddy Bob, Vining, Coach Dyer, Duke.
Yeah, well, we all know that. That's the great thing about a small town. You get to do things early. And so I started in radio at age 13, believe it or not.
Wow.
And back when we had to take the OFCC Class 3 radio telephone operator test. And, of course, I wasn't old enough to drive, so my dad had to drive me to Little Rock to take the test before I could go on the air.
Oh, that's amazing. So, well, and Mayor, good to have you. And you may have to come in every Friday. We can find you, right?
Yes.
Good. He'd be a lot better than Dean probably on the air.
Dean kind of needs a little damper on him a little bit, kind of keep him down. But no, you all do a great job with the show and get a lot of good information out there.
Hey, well, and I'd like to thank our sponsor, First National Bank
First
in North
National
Arkansas.
Bank, been here 132 years.
Wow, what
right
a
there
tradition.
on the square.
Yeah, well, thanks, guys. I really appreciate your time. And Rex, we'll be listening.
We'll be on tonight.
And I'm starting to become a Washington Baptist
Thank
fan,
you.
right?
Thank you. Absolutely. And we'll be on tonight, and then we'll be back tomorrow afternoon, starting at noon, actually, with the pregame show on Saturday.
Well, Rex, it's hard for me to make that statement as a ready. But
I understand.
We
really.
do love you, and we do cheer for them.
Yeah, we'll
Thank you.
get that
except
recorded.
that 1 week.
I understand.
Except for that 1 week.
All right. You guys have a great day.